Alright, what is going on, everybody? Good evening. Good evening and welcome. How are you? I am DSP, and welcome to my gameplay stream for today, which is certainly not the usual time that I usually stream. I am fully aware of that. You know, today was a weird day for me. Today I had an appointment, a very important appointment earlier today. Pretty much just a preliminary kind of a deal, where I didn't really get too much definitive information. You know, lasted a few hours like I thought it would. I take that back. It was probably more like 2 hours, I would say. And then I had some other stuff to do, you know, had a few things to do after the appointment to follow up, and then I went and got dinner and everything, and by the time everything was wrapped up, it was already almost, you know, 4:35 p.m.-ish, and I was like, well, let me see what I can do. All right, let's get a stream started for tonight. And so that's going to be what we're doing right now. More Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite now. Being that it's late, I'm not going to be trying any new characters or anything today. It's just going to be more online play, which, let's be frank, I think that's what most people want anyway. You guys just want to see me play the game online, and I get that. Since I started playing with Nemesis Thanos, honestly, I'm doing a ton better than I was when I was just trying out other characters previously. Therefore, I think I'm actually going to stick with that team again tonight. I am going to be playing this more this week. Will I be trying other characters? Maybe, but the thing is, I'm doing so well with Nemesis Thanos, I really have no desire to switch. I like the team. You know, I think I found my team for this game, at least. For the short term, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how, you know, everything goes tonight. How long will I be playing on stream tonight? Let's just throw it out there and say, I don't know, 3 hours? Once I start, you know, let's say 3 hours. And you know, see how it goes. If I want to keep playing, I will. If I need to stop earlier, I will. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of stamina I have here. Alright. So that's going to be tonight. Tomorrow we're back to normal, folks. Tomorrow we get back to the normal schedule. Sorry that, you know, Friday was screwed up because of the inspection that happened here, and today was screwed up because of this appointment. Starting tomorrow, back to normal. We'll have an earlier stream of Marvel vs. Capcom and a nighttime stream of Mario plus Rabbids. Alright? I just noticed that my light is the wrong setting. Hold on, because the webcam is going to look wrong unless I turn this on. Hold on. There we go. Actually, no, I'm thinking about it. Is the webcam correct? Hold on. Nope. I think I looked. Yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, I just did the weekend preview last night, and I haven't touched the setup since then, so I wonder if the webcam's going to be the wrong resolution, and it was, so I just fixed it. So. Alright, so. Yeah, so starting tomorrow, back to the usual, folks. 2 streams a day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday's the premiere of Cuphead, which I'm excited about. I want to see what that game's all about. And then, you know, over the weekend, I'll be playing Cuphead. Probably balanced with more Marvel to take us into next week. Those last few days of early October, I will be doing a little bit of extended gameplay. I may be starting even earlier than usual and going later and trying to record as much as I can of Marvel, of everything, Cuphead, and maybe even do a session of Ultra Street Fighter 2 in an effort to make a bunch of extra gameplay videos to that I can upload to YouTube while I'm taking some time off. It is official. My time off will begin either late on the 3rd, which is Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, or it'll be officially starting on the 4th of October. It'll be 4 days away from streaming. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th of October, I will not be streaming, but I will be returning in full force on that 8th with probably a late night stream. And then on the 9th, back to normal with full-time streaming every day. In particular, because that week we got Miller's Shadow of War, as well as The Evil Within 2. Okay. So, yes, that is the deal, ladies and gentlemen, of what you can expect for the next, so that'll be for the next, week to week and a half, right? Until my time off, and then when I come back, it'll be pretty much gung-ho good stuff, all right? Want to say thank you to everybody for your support. Everyone's been great. You know, August was a great month. This month so far has been a really good month. Everyone's been supportive. I'm appreciative of that. What is today? Today's the 25th, so really there's 5 days left in the month. I don't know if I'm going to do as well streaming this month as I did last month. From what I'm looking at, in the month of August was my best streaming month ever. From right now, from what I can see, at least what I've made so far this month, I actually am under by a bit from what I made last month. I was hoping maybe every month I could build it, but it's still good. I still can't complain. Like, it's been pretty damn good in that regard. So thank you to everyone who has been here on stream supporting me. In particular, the Marvel streams have had tons of attendance. Now, it's funny because attendance does not necessarily equate to, you know, what I'm making. But it is cool that we've got people kind of reinvigorated to watch me play fighting games again. That's a good thing. Okay. So, we shall see what happens, ladies and gents. We shall see what happens moving forward. Hopefully you guys stay engaged. You keep coming back every day for my streams and you're having fun, right? That's the whole point. Keeping you guys entertained. Everyone's having fun. We're all interacting. And, you know, keep it moving. So, I know that a lot of people are already, I already know that people are, you know, in the stream chat talking about, oh, what was the meeting about? What's the... I can't tell you guys, again, you know me, I'm a transparent guy. When I have information to a point that makes sense, when I have information, you know, that's enough for me to share something with you about what's going on with me and the fact that I'm nervous that you know, about everything going on behind the scenes, I will share it with you. But I don't have that information yet, so there's no reason for me to really go on about it. I know, you know, I've been playing Marvel this past week, and I've been incredibly salty about the game. Now, don't get me wrong. I still stand by the fact the game is not a very good competitive fighting game, much like Marvel 3. I felt the same way about it. And I know a lot of people disagree with me, and that's okay, but I'm always going to have my opinions, and my opinion is I don't really like this game on a competitive level because it's so broken down, just fucking easy to do insanely overpowered strategies that are safe online. It just seems to me like the game was not designed very well. It's made more for people who want to look like they know how to play a fighting game, when in reality they don't have basic knowledge of a fighting game, and they just are doing very easy patterns, alright? I don't like games like that. I like more traditional fighting games where it's about footsies, it's about execution, it's about timing, it's about reactionary gameplay, it's about game plans, rather than, oh, I have one game plan, spam this the entire fucking round, right? I've always been like that, but that's my opinion because I grew up with the old school fighters, right? But I know this past week I've been incredibly salty playing the game, and more than likely, I mean, I'll be real with everybody here, it's probably because in the back of my head I got all this shit going on, and, you know, it's affecting me. A week ago I made a video about it, and I said, the reason I'm bringing this to the limelight, even though I can't share details, is because I know it might affect me. And no surprise it did. You know, I'm playing the game, I'm going nuts on people online, and I get the feeling that's more of my frustration about everything else coming out through my gameplay of this game than anything else. So, we'll see what happens. If and when I do have more information, folks, about everything going on, and I feel I'm at a point where sharing it makes sense, I will. But there's no point in me sharing half information or information that is not developed to the point where I can even give you anything. You know what I mean? Like, I could totally tell you everything and it wouldn't help anything. Let me put it that way. Because I don't have an answer on anything yet. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. Alright, so we'll see how this goes tonight. Since this is my only gameplay stream for the day, I guess I should do my plugs segment on this one. I don't know how many people we're going to get tonight. The attendance for Marvel streams for me has been really good. Upwards of 1,000 people every time I play it. But this is a totally different time frame of me playing it, so I have no idea how we're going to do tonight. I guess we'll have to see. Okay. Okay, so. First of all, folks, Patreon. There's 5 days left. 5 whole days left for you to pledge to my Patreon this month. We're still way under, but we're getting closer. People are actually pledging every day. Every day I'm getting a few new pledgees now, And I believe we're up to about $250 away. Before we were like almost $300 away. So we are slowly creeping towards the goal for this month. All right, the campaign funding goal. If we do hit the goal, at my Patreon this month, I'll be doing a Halloween horror marathon. And if you pledge $5 or more, you'll be nominating and voting on the games in that marathon. And you'll be able to vote on the kind of Halloween costume I'll be wearing for that marathon. Okay? So it's kind of like a double goal month. It's a double reward month. You get 2 things for your pledge. Okay? But we got to hit the goal. That's the thing. We're still around $250 away. So we could still do it. There's 5 days left. It's still very doable. But people got to step up and pledge. You can't take it for granted or take it lightly that it's going to happen. You actually have to pledge to Patreon. Okay? It's not just about the monthly goal, though. You get things like text or verbal video, thank yous in my videos, excuse me. You can get premium forum access. You can get your question answered on my bi-monthly show, Ask the King, that's taking place next month. Or you can even get a private Q&A video made that's, 20 plus minutes long where I personally answer all the questions you throw at me. There's a lot to talk about. Or a lot of people ask me these questions. And I usually almost always elaborate on the questions they ask me to be around 20 plus minutes of a good video for you, okay? And everyone I've done a private Q&A video for has loved it. So, please consider pledging if you have not. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. It would help a ton right now, especially with everything going on with my finances and everything. It really would help out, okay? So that's Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. FYI, just a reminder, everyone, I have a Teespring. You can see it right now on your stream here. Anything you buy from my Teespring merch, I get a pretty good commission from, and it helps me out. So please consider buying something if you've ever wanted a piece of swag or merch or a t-shirt or just something, anything, a collectible. That's where you can get it from, okay? And then, of course, folks, last but not least, this is a live stream on Twitch. So, if you are enjoying the stream, if you're like, man, I really like that Phil does these daily streams. Love the on-demand videos he does. And, wanted to see him, keep going. Well, you can either cheer, sub, or tip. All those things are awesome. I'm very appreciative of anything that you may do during the course of today's stream. And any of those that you do, I will give... Any of those that you do... You do think that I could have said that differently, right? Any of those that you may do during the stream, how about that? I will be giving you a verbal shout-out for. In fact, in just a moment, I'll give a verbal shout-out to a few people who already have done so during the pre-stream. Now, if you tip me 50 bits or more, if you sub to the channel and click the share button, or if you tip me $2 or more, you'll also get an on-screen pop-up notification. So you'll get a combination of things, You'll get verbal and visual recognition for your contributions. In particular, folks, right now... Whoop, sorry, my phone vibrated, distracted me. Right now, if you are considering doing any of those tonight, right? Maybe you're mulling it over. Maybe I'll send out a cheer tonight. Maybe I'll sub to Phil's channel for the first time ever. By the way, I should say this. If you are not a sub of my channel and you are interested in subbing to the channel, if you do it before October 2nd, you will get a half-price discount. Half-price subs until the 2nd of October. So there's about 1 week left for that, folks. Get to subbing. All right? And that's not just for me. That's for everybody. Everyone gets half-price subs until the 2nd of October. Okay, anyway. So if you are thinking of doing anything tonight on the stream, and you decide, I wonder, or you say to yourself, gee, I wonder which would benefit Phil more, what would help out, quite frankly, the answer is, I am appreciative of everything. Everything helps me. But right now, for the short term, tipping me would help a little bit more. And what I mean by that is if you tip me by going to my stream and looking below the stream, there's all the sections there with rules and the cheerleading leaderboard and all that stuff is there. There's a section there that says tips. If you click on it, it'll bring you to the tips page where you can either do an anonymous tip or you could do a tip with a name and a pop-up message, okay? If you tip me, it helps me out a little bit better because I get it right now. I'll actually literally get it in my bank account. I'm like, yes, I can pay bills now. Versus if you cheer sub, it's still good. I'm still very appreciative and I'll it helps me out, but I don't see that stuff for a couple months. Right now, until I get to mid-October, when I'm going to get all the payments clearing for the really good month of August that I had, on stream and, on YouTube. Any tips would help out a little bit more because I get it right away and I can use it right away. Fair enough? But again, thank you everyone. I see people are already cheering. It's a minor cheer war on stream. I'm appreciative of that, guys. Okay. So let's go ahead and do some shout-outs, and then we'll get started with gameplay. Sound good? Alright, head down here. All the way down here. So, overnight, once again, I gotta, again, give a huge shout-out to Golden Colts, who every night he's been cheering a ton when I'm not even here. It's very much appreciated, dude. And also, Game Master 2003 is dead. It has done some cheering overnights recently, and it's very appreciative for that. So, thank you to both of you guys for your support. Even when I'm not here streaming, they're still here supporting, and that is awesome of you. Shout out to Dr. Soundwave, who subscribed to the channel for the first time, it looks like. Right when I turned on the stream. Thank you, Dr. Soundwave, for that. Dr. Girth gave me a $1 tip. He says, crazy to believe that Halo 3 came out 10 years ago today. Time flies. The Halo 3 hype train was unreal. You will never see that hype train on the scale of Halo 3 ever again. I miss that era of gaming. Do you have any fond memories? Yeah, I was on that hype train because, ladies and gentlemen, 10 years ago, 2007, was the year when I threw in the towel with competitive Street Fighter. It was actually officially the year I said I retire. Moving forward, I'm never going to put the amount of time and effort into competitive Street Fighter like I have in the past, because I really, honestly, felt two things. Number one, I felt that I had wasted far too much time and money focusing on competitive Street Fighter, traveling the country, flying all over the country, going to tournaments, sitting around playing the games, constantly practicing. I felt like I could have done something better with my time. I did. I felt like I wasn't getting enough out of it anymore. And in conjunction with that, I had missed out on all the console gaming that had happened since the early 2000s. So for like 7 straight years, I wasn't paying attention to anything but Street Fighter. So I said, no, that was the year that I said, that's it. I'm going to focus on console games. And it actually was 10 years ago today in September when Halo 3 released. I bought it. It was the first ever console first-person shooter that I played, and I tried to take it seriously. I got good at that game. I played it every night. I would come home from work, and I would play it for like 2-3 hours, and I got really good at it. Like, I knew where all the weapon placements were on the maps. I knew how to abuse shit, like hide behind the shield with the shotgun, wait for some idiot to run through the shield, boom, instant kill. You know, I knew a lot of that kind of stuff. I knew where all the power hammers or whatever the fuck they were called were, and, you know, I would camp out, grab it, boom, get a bunch of free kills. You know, I really did like Halo 3. I thought it was a really good game. You know, it was the first Halo that had dual wielding, and I played it on, you know, pretty much online competitively for a while, and I really enjoyed it. I did. And then, what happened? Well, how about this? Then, guess what? Call of Duty 4 came out. Modern Warfare, and it was so funny because, like I said, I hadn't played console games for 7 years. I've been playing Street Fighter exclusively. So I started playing Halo 3. I'm like, wow, this game's good. And then all of a sudden, only 2 months later, Call of Duty came out, and it was like, well, let's see. The graphics are dramatically better, 60 frames per second. Instead of being kiddie Space Wars, it was more realistic combat. The campaign was awesome. The multiplayer was awesome. And I got very much into Modern Warfare. That was actually the year when I played the shit out of Modern Warfare. And I went to MagFest for the very first time that December. Ooh, excuse me. And I actually entered the tournament for Call of Duty 4, along with Team Screw Attack. Yes, I joined Team Screw Attack as one of their big fans. Back then they were called G1s. I don't know if they still are. And we got second place in the whole tournament. We ran through a bunch of teams, kicked their ass, and came in second place. It was pretty good. So, yeah, that was a fun gaming year for me, because that was the year I basically came back to console games. You know, and then it was the year after that, as I was playing all the console games, I decided to start recording on YouTube, and the rest is history, right? All right, shout out to Vera, who did a 10-bit cheer. She says, I know you can't currently give much information on your problem, but you said you would when you had definitive information, so do you have any idea when that will be? No, I don't. You know, it's out of my hands at this point. You know, I gotta let it roll and see what happens. I might have information for you tomorrow. I may not have information for you for weeks. I may not have information for you for months. I don't know. It's out of my hands. You know, I've done everything at this point up to the point where I can do anything. And now it's just kind of out there and see what happens and have it come back. And for me, I just got to kind of keep it off my mind and try to be here every day streaming with you guys and having fun. I think that's the best way to proceed. I do, you know. Alright, shout out to Jack Spartacus, who did a 200-bit cheer, then Tantamount did a 201-bit cheer, and then Darth Radovan Viking did a 202-bit cheer, which prompted Jack Spartacus to do a 203-bit cheer, and then Darth Radovan Viking did a 204-bit cheer to become the cheerleader for today's stream. So that was a little minor cheer war we had before I even touched the game today. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. Don't know if we'll have any more, but Viking is currently in the lead with the 204-bit cheer as the cheerleader tonight. Vera did another 10-bit cheer and said, have you seen the film They Look Like People? If not, you should. I think it's on Netflix. No, I have not. I am so, at this point, I have so much to watch. Like, now that I have Netflix, I've had Netflix now for the entire month of, September. I've watched, at this point, what did I watch? I watched The Walking Dead's last season, which I missed. I watched Stranger Things. I watched all of Penny Dreadful. I binged the shit out of that. I watched some of Death Note. I watched some of Broken Mirror. I've been watching some of BoJack Horseman. I already saw all of Season 1 and some of Season 2. But I've got so many shows and movies and stuff that I added to my watch list. Like, I've got, no lie, I've got months of shit to watch. And the thing is, I know there's more coming up. Like, for example, American Horror Story is going to start up. Walking Dead, the new season is going to start up. There's going to be a new season of Stranger Things releasing on there at sometime in October. Like, there's going to be so much. It's going to be, oh my god. But it's funny because I've had so much to watch on Netflix, between Netflix, Amazon, and WWE, all these apps that I now have to watch stuff, I don't really have a need for regular television anymore. Like, the only thing I watch on regular TV is wrestling. And I was like, why am I paying all this money for fucking cable when I could easily probably get another service that'll just give me USA Network so I could just get the wrestling shows, and that's it, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to dump it. I think I'm going to dump my cable. I really honestly do. And get something else. I'm strongly considering PS View with like a Amazon Fire TV stick, because apparently if you get the Amazon Fire stick, it comes with a remote control that has vocal commands, so you can actually say like, open PS View, search for Walking Dead. And you say it just like that, like William Shatner. Search for Walking Dead. And then it'll bring it up for you. And PS View's $40 a month. $40. Me, I've got fucking Comcast TV. It's like $100 a month after taxes and fees and shit for like the basic cable. Like, what am I paying this for? So, there you have it, folks. I may be doing that shortly. Okay, getting rid of cable because it's too expensive at this point. Alright, excuse me. High Tech Specs did a 100-bit cheer and said, Phil, I read an article that Ultra Street Fighter 2 on the Switch has sold better than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in its first week. What are your thoughts? Well, here are my thoughts. Honestly, here's my honest thoughts. Number one, I knew that Ultra Street Fighter 2 was going to be a bestseller on the Switch. I just knew it. The reason being, because the people who buy Nintendo, a lot of the times, are only Nintendo purchasers. They are rabid fans of Nintendo. That's why, the Switch is still in demand. Okay? And I get the feeling what happened was people bought the console and were like, well, there's not a lot of games for it. And then when they heard there's a Street Fighter game coming out for it, they went nuts. Right? They were like, wow, I definitely want that. And so they all bought it. Even though maybe they're not good at Street Fighter, they don't even know anything about it. They just wanted a fighting game for their console. And since it was the only one available, that's what they bought. It makes sense. Now, compare that to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, that has a ton of competition. MVC Infinite is on multi-platform consoles, right? It's already got tremendous competition from games such as Tekken 7, Injustice 2, Street Fighter 5, even though that's not major competition, but still it is, right? You've got a bunch of fighting game established franchises on these consoles already. So you innately have natural competition that Ultra Street Fighter 2 did not have on the Switch, okay? In addition, let's face it, let's all be real here, MVC Infinite was getting tons of bad press. People were slandering the shit out of this game for weeks and months before it ever released, saying the graphics looked terrible, people played the beta of the story mode, didn't like it, right? Oh my god, excuse me. So you see what I'm saying? it made sense. It makes sense to me, at least, that Ultra Street Fighter 2 sold better than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Now, I think what's going to happen is, unlike with Ultra Street Fighter 2, because Ultra Street Fighter 2 released, everyone played it and said this game sucks online and stopped playing it. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, what's going to happen is you're going to see streams, you're going to see tournaments, you're going to see this word of mouth over the internet. It's going to get promotion, and more people are going to buy the game over time. All right? So ultimately, I do believe MVC Infinite will outsell Ultra Street Fighter 2. I just think that initial week 1 sales, of course, with the installed fan base of the Switch, people want a fighting game, they're going to buy that. While on other consoles, a lot of people skipped MVC Infinite, or at least they wanted to see if it was good before they bought it. Okay? Fair enough. There you go. 47766 did a 10-bit cheer and said, wait, holy shit, it's been 10 years since Halo 3? I remember lining up at midnight launch. The hype was insane. Ads everywhere. The way that you feel about Capcom fighters today is exactly how I feel about Halo today. All the talent is gone and run by idiots. The last good game in the franchise, bar none. Yeah. Nah, dude, as soon as they sold it off, that was it. You know what I mean? Like, Halo ODST I hated. Halo Reach was actually good, in my opinion. And then that was it. You know, Halo 4 and 5 are garbage. Those games suck. 343 or whoever the fuck they are. 343 nudniks who don't know how to make a good fucking game is who they are. Yeah, Halo sucks now. I completely agree. So yeah, you know, it's kind of the same situation. Capcom games at one point were untouchable. Now it's all new dev teams, all new people involved. And they can't make a fucking game to save their life. Golden Colts did a 205-bit cheer to surpass Viking, and he has now become the cheerleader for tonight's stream. Will anyone challenge Golden Colts for the throne? It remains to be seen. And shout out to Jack Spartacus for a 15-bit cheer. What do you think of this game now? Listen, it's exactly as I said. I do feel that the game is not a good competitive fighter. Any game where someone can literally just watch a combo video and then go into training mode for 5 minutes, learn one fucking combo and one maybe mix-up strategy, go online and just do it en masse, you know, and completely dominate because there's too much safe shit in the game. That's not a good fighting game. Good fighting games have risk-reward, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite doesn't have a lot of that. Marvel vs. Capcom has almost no risk, massive reward for a lot of characters, and that's the problem. You know, for me, so who am I playing? I'm playing as characters like Nemesis. Nemesis is huge risk-reward. Most of the stuff I'm doing with Nemesis is not safe. It's me risking to do damage, you know, and I get rewarded if I time it correctly or I, you know, intuitively either anticipate what someone's going to do and I stuff them, or if I do something on reaction. You know, it's a different kind of gameplay completely. That's how fighting games are meant to be played, not just spam a pattern. And that's the problem with this game, is a lot of the gameplay of it is just spamming patterns. So I don't feel it's a good game competitively. I don't. Is it a flashy, fun game to watch? Sure. Just like Marvel 3 was. Marvel 3 was a tremendously fun game to watch. Who doesn't want to see fucking someone getting their ass handed to them with a 400-hit combo? All of a sudden, the person makes one mistake, that person activates X Factor and blows through the entire team in 3 seconds. Of course, that's tremendous. And we all go nuts watching a stream of it. Doesn't mean it's a good game. It just means that, you know, entertainment value for a viewer is good, but on a competitive level, it's terrible. And it's the same thing with this game. It's going to be the same, in my opinion. Once the best, absolute best, rushdown slash high-level combo lockdown safe patterns are discovered, that is all this game is going to end up being. And that's not good. You know, you'll have everyone doing the same shit to win. And that's not good. You know, there's got to be a level of competitiveness, of having fundamentals from other fighters. Where are the footsies, right? Where are all the things that you're supposed to have in a game that you don't have in this game? And it's hilarious because, as I said, as I've been playing this game, I've been playing these people online, and, you know, I'll be playing, and all of a sudden, you know, I'll just blow through or find a way out of their pattern garbage, and then I win easily. Because they can't block. They don't know how to block high-low. They don't know how to get out of a throw setup. They don't know how to get out of anything. They fail. They crumble once their pattern fails. Because that's all the game is. It's people who don't even understand fighting games playing a game and thinking they're good because they learned a spammable easy mode pattern, and that's not good. That means the game sucks. Alright. Shout out to Viking, who did a 206-bit cheer. who then became the cheerleader for tonight's stream, and he says, yeah, let's challenge him for the throne. So he beat Golden Colts. Will it continue? We'll find out. Cyclone Demon did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Cyclone Demon, for your 100-bit cheer. I appreciate that. Tamanese 1234 did a 10-bit cheer and shared some information that I already knew about because a bunch of people tweeted me about this today. So for those of you who aren't aware, Danganronpa V3 releases tonight/tomorrow, depending on where you are. And most people were basically disappointed because they're like, man, we can't do playthroughs of this game. We can't stream because NIS America had this restriction on it saying you cannot go past Chapter 1. That basically anything past that would be considered spoilers and you would get shut down via copyright strikes. Apparently, someone went on their Twitter and asked them today, and now they changed their tune completely. Now, I have it in writing earlier this year. In writing, from the rep from NIS America saying, no, you cannot play past Chapter 1. Don't do it. You'll get copyright strikes. Now, this person from NIS America on Twitter apparently completely flipped that and said, oh, no, go ahead, do it. You be understood. We don't recommend it. And, you should definitely tell your audience there'll be spoilers, but you could go ahead and just go past it. All right. But here's the thing, folks, and here's what I want to emphasize. All right. This is exactly what happened with Atlas. This is literally, word for word, exactly what happened with Atlas and Persona 5. Atlas of America went on, they did this big blog post saying, oh, it's fine. You could do this, you could do this. Here's the guidelines, just abide by these guidelines and you'll do fine, no worries. And then I still got copyright strikes for it. Now, thank God I got those copyright strikes removed, right? But Atlas still struck me for it. So what's to say, again, this might be the same. I mean, obviously I don't want to say that because I don't know if Spike Chunsoft and NIS Japan are going to do this shit too, like Atlas did. But that being said, I don't know what's to stop them from having the same disconnect between the United States division and the Japanese division as Atlas did, So, for me, no. And I'll be honest, everyone, I already played 2 Danganronpa games this year. There is exactly a 0.0% chance I'm playing Danganronpa 3 now. Okay? 0.0. I'm not playing it. I can't. I'm in a situation now. I'm in the middle of other new games. My voice is starting to get better. I can't go back and start fucking myself over again with another 47-hour-long, all-narrative-based game. No, it's not happening. No. I want to play it. I'd like to play it. Okay? But I'm not playing it yet. It will happen eventually, but not yet. Okay? Okay. Kim Jong-ilist. Kim Jong-ilist says, have you purchased anything else for your home? Plants, animals, paintings, etc. No, I have no money. I'm telling you guys, I make no exaggerations here. I have no money. I can't buy anything. You know what I buy? Every couple days I have to buy food, right? Like maybe once or twice a week tops, I go out to eat, and I go grocery shopping once a week for very minor groceries, for me to just eat, and that's it. That's all I buy. Anything else is buying a game for the business. That's it. I don't spend any other money. The money that I have goes right to my bills. I literally have no disposable income. If I actually have to buy something, I have to put it on credit, which is bad. And I have almost no credit left. That's the situation I'm in. It sucks. Really, it does. It sucks bad right now. And that's why I've been very appreciative of you guys all August. And this month, you guys have been very generous. And I want to say thank you again for that. Because you're allowing me to get through this tough time. And I'm hoping with the fact that now things are getting better on stream or whatever that, maybe I'll finally be in a better situation. But then again, I don't know. Again, this whole underlying thing going on behind the scenes, I don't know. But no, I have no money for anything. Golden Colts did a 210-bit cheer. Said, don't worry. So Golden Colts is now the cheerleader for today's stream. Looks like we will have a cheer war going back and forth at some point. And then finally, 47766 did a 10-bit cheer. Said if they released the Wii U instead of the Wii, then it would have been an amazing console for its time. It would have been on the level of the 360 PS3. Nintendo keeps releasing outdated gimmick consoles, beginning with the Wii. Sad. Okay. I don't want to get into a debate about Nintendo's underpowered consoles, please. You guys already know my feelings on that, and I don't need to go into it tonight. All right, that's it. Let's get started. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite online multiplayer stream. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I don't know how salty I'm going to get tonight. I guess we'll see. I don't know how many people we're going to have on stream tonight. I guess we'll see. We'll go from there, okay? Sound good? Viking just did a 211-bit cheer to become the cheerleader, by the way. Thank you, Viking. And Tamanese did a 10-bit cheer saying you thought of doing a sellout stream once a week. I don't even know what that means. When I stream, I'm here to play games. It's that simple, folks. All right. Let's do it. Marvel vs. Capcom. Here we go.